All right, but we're going to begin this half hour with that bullying case in Florida we've been following. Charges have now been dropped against two girls accused of contributing to a classmate's suicide. We'll talk to one of the accused exclusively in a moment. But first, NBC's Carrie Sanders has the details.
When 12-year-old Rebecca Sedwick jumped from this tower to her death, Polk County, Florida investigators said Facebook postings revealed she'd been bullied. Sheriff Grady Judd famously named names and identified Rebecca Sedwick's two alleged tormentors, calling them felons, even though no one had gone to trial, much less been convicted.
We had these wonderful photographs of our two new felons.
NBC News is not naming the older girl because of her still young age. 13-year-old Caitlin Roman's attorney says shielding the names and faces now is meaningless because the sheriff made it all so public.
These are children. They sometimes make mistakes, but it never, ever, ever rose to the level of bullying.
On Wednesday, the sheriff announced the aggravated stalking charges had been dropped, with the understanding the girls will get counseling.
Our goal is that these kids never bully anyone again, never torment anyone, and as a result, we feel like they can move forward with a productive life.
But Jose Baez says the state never had a case, and now these events will dog his 13-year-old client forever.
When she turns 20 years old, we'll still have her mugshot on the internet. You all know when it's up there, it's there for life.
Rebecca's mother says she knows her daughter would want to forgive Caitlin Roman and hopes with time she can too. For today, Carrie Sanders, NBC News, Polk County, Florida.
Caitlin Roman is with us now exclusively along with her parents, Michelle Gill and Emilio Roman, and her attorney, Jose Baez. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Caitlin, I'll start with you. You're just 13 years old. You just had a birthday. What have you learned through this experience?
Well, I learned that it's not okay to bully, and you should stand up and talk, and when you have a chance, stand up to bullies.
When you look back at what happened in this case, I'm sure you're relieved that these charges have been dropped. But when you look back at how you conducted yourself, do you feel you did anything wrong?
No.
No, you do not?
No, I did not feel I did anything wrong.
Let me bring Mom and Dad in here. I think this is just such a tragic case. Michelle, how do you feel not only about how the charges were brought in this case, but also the conduct of everybody involved?
I would love to speak. What is the question?
How do you feel about the charges being dropped? Are you relieved?
I'm very relieved, and it's been a horrible experience for me and my daughter and my whole family.
What's your message to other parents?
That this can happen to any child in America, and we have to make sure that we watch our children's Facebooks. But this can happen to anyone, not just my daughter. It could have happened to anyone.
Emilio, what do you feel happened in this case when you have looked back now and seen what went on between these girls and ultimately Rebecca, as we know, took her own life? What do you think happened here?
Well, you know, first of all, I feel horrible about what happened to Rebecca. I knew Rebecca. She's a very nice girl. And, but I don't know, you know, it was basically just, they had a confrontation in school, they had a fight, and then it was over with. And then to actually turn around and say that she bullied her and all this other stuff, they said that it was totally uncalled for. It was uncalled for the Grady Judd to go up there and throw her picture up there, and people coming to my house and trying to come and threaten my family, threaten me on the phone, threaten me at my house, threaten me. I mean, it was just crazy the way he did that, and then to put her with all the saying that they were saying about drink bleach and die. Katie never said any of that stuff. None of the stuff that he put up on there did he say.
You're talking about the sheriff.
Did she do?
Yeah, the sheriff that made those allegations. Very quickly, Jose, let me bring you in on this. You said yesterday the sheriff should get a good lawyer. Do you intend to sue him?
Well, throughout this time we were concentrating on Caitlin. However, the family is extremely disturbed, and they want to look into any and every possible remedy at their disposal. So that's something we're going to, of course, look into for them. I think his conduct was reprehensible, and I'm glad Caitlin has the opportunity to stand forward today and say, I'm innocent.
Well, Caitlin and Amelia Roman, Michelle, Gil, thank you so much. Jose, good to see you as well. We appreciate it.
Good to see you, Sam.